أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما اللهم رفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Kindly make use of the chat box, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters here. How are you all? Hope and pray that you all are well and good, inshallah, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. Am I audible? Is my screen visible? Am I audible to each one here? Come on, please type in, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers. We are stepping. Yes, Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fiki. Jazakumullah khairan, dear sister Madiha Kapti. So Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, we are into the day 8th of this Canva Mastery course, and Alhamdulillah, we have completed 7 days of editing so far. Barakallahu fiki. So Alhamdulillah, into the day 8th of this course, dear sisters and brothers, today we're going to learn so many aspects of editing, inshallah. And today, inshallah, would be a session in which you're going to learn how to provide the services to your clients in various ways. And some of the topics I selected, and Alhamdulillah, I've already shared with you what topics we are going to learn in today's session, and Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we're going to learn and take so much out of this class today, inshallah. Are you all excited? Come on, please type in Bismillah. Come on, let's rectify our intentions and begin with the name of Allah so that Allah puts barakah in our affairs. And also, dear sisters and brothers, I just want you all to rectify your intentions so that you can gain rewards throughout this learning process as well, inshallah. So please type Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim so that we can quickly move ahead with the codes day, inshallah. And let's continue on to this course of our on our journey to be more productive, inshallah, with the smart devices. So Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, in previous sessions we were learning about social media graphics, right? How to create social media graphics in various ways. We were learning how to make the codes flyers, make the mock-ups, make the various flyers in our own ways, right? So some of the flyers that we had edited in previous sessions are put up here, dear sisters and brothers. Probably you all found it very excellently done in yesterday's session, or Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, and also the previous session, which was day 6 of the course, that was regarding the Quranic flyers. And Alhamdulillah, in yesterday's class as well, we had learned so many ways of editing. And we also learned a very important concept called as mockups, dear sisters and brothers. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, so in the mockups, you all had these things, right? So you had to go through the something like these. This is called as the mockup generation, in which you're going to put up your designs on the mockup, right? So even we had learned how we are going to put it on the t-shirts as well as in the device trains and more. And Alhamdulillah, your designs were excellently submitted, dear sisters and brothers. The homeworks that you had submitted were excellently done. Barakallahu fiki. Alhamdulillah, you all are working on these projects and the projects that have given you all. So you all are performing so well. Barakallahu fiki. Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers. All of the designs. Alhamdulillah, you have already started to design like a pro. That's what I want to say by looking at your designs, whatever you have posted as a homework to me, submitted as a homework to me. Alhamdulillah. Till now, 4 homeworks are being given, and I just want you all to submit all those 4 homeworks within this weekend, because we have time for the Sunday would be a holiday, inshallah. So I just want you all to cover up all the homeworks till the Sunday, whatever are given, and share it to me, because the homeworks are mandatory for each one here. Okay, inshallah. So dear sisters and brothers, let's begin on to this day 8 of this course, and today we are going to start with something like how we are going to provide the service for others, and when they are requesting us to provide the services in various ways. For example, if your client has come to you and he is asking you to provide a flyer for him, okay, flyer for him, and he wants to make sure that he wants a course flyer edited through you, okay. So inshallah, today we are going to even only see the topics of services, okay, services, the various services that you can provide for the clients, and not just this. This would be in this session. You are not going to learn about the sales flyers. Okay, today you're going to learn about something like teaching or taking the services from someone. For example, course flyers, tutoring flyers, making tutoring flyers for someone or for yourself, for the webinar flyers, for service flyers, for consultation flyers. For example, if you have any consultation flyers we're going to make today, inshallah. Today we are not going to touch something like business fields, but we are going to touch the fields of education and services. Okay, services. If it is laundry service or something, service kind of, then we are going to touch those concepts. Okay. So inshallah, we're going to make 5 to 6 flyers together, inshallah, because this would be a project in which you're going to learn so many aspects of editing, so many ways of editing, inshallah. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, be ready with the 2 devices, and also remember practice is very important to gain excellence in this field, inshallah. So come on, we are going ahead. Let's all begin. Are you all ready with the Canva device? Open up. I just want you all to open your Canva application and be ready. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We are going to start. Okay. So how we are going to create a design? Usually, whenever you think of a flyer or a poster, remember how do the course flyers come in? They actually are made only for the online, what we say, online circulations, right? Online circulations, or some are made for the offline circulations. You can put up the ratio of the flyers itself. You can just put flyer here, and you can see what kind of the ratio, aspect ratio does it provides, and you can go ahead with that itself. So flyer, just type in flyer there, and you will have the aspect ratio of the flyer. Okay, whatever flyers you wish to. Usually we take portrait kind of flyers, so we'll just go ahead with the portrait A4, A4. So we'll just go ahead with the very first one that is over here. So this would be actually the flyer ratio that is put up here. Right? So now you can just start editing the flyers in your own way. Okay, the very first thing, dear sisters and brothers, what I'm thinking of editing is our design like a pro flyer, because usually whenever we circulate our flyers, students ask, I mean the interested persons, whoever are interested in joining the course, they actually ask us the question whether we'll be able to edit the flyers that you have shared with us now for the purpose of the code circulation. I mean, okay. So I'll just show you where are the course flyers. Okay, probably these ones, right? Okay, these two were the course flyers. I'll just add it to the page. So here are the 2 course flyers that we had circulated before you actually join into this course, right? So how are these made, yes, sisters and brothers? These are very simply made. Probably by now you have understood how it is made, right? So inshallah, we'll just see this or this 2 in 1, okay? I think we can go ahead with this one itself very first, and also we'll see the next flyer as well. So it's quite easy and it's quite very simple. Probably by now you might find all of these things very, very simple, because Alhamdulillah, you have learned so many aspects of editing, right? So how did we do this? How did we make this? It is nothing but it was very simple. Yes, it is very simple. So come on, we have some few of the elements put up here, and we have some a beautiful typography here. We have a beautiful alignment, dear sisters and brothers. It has actually followed almost all of the design principles. Remember that. Without using the design principles, remember, whenever you create the projects, you will actually mess up. Okay, you'll actually mess up. So design principles are very important whenever you're going ahead with the projects that you're making. So fine, we'll just go ahead. I'll just start with the page, inshallah. There was something like gray background, right? It was grayish or something like dark grayish and something like that. So we'll just go ahead and type in the elements, gray background. Gray background. Let's just see if it is available yet. If it's not available, then we'll think of taking some other thing. Okay. Okay. Probably it was not available. Okay, let's just go ahead with the black backgrounds and see if it's present here. If it's present here, that's well and good, because we want to copy the same thing so that you all will do it along with me. Okay. Something like these things, yes, sisters and brothers. These are called as satin backgrounds. Okay. Satin backgrounds. These ones. Okay, if you like this was selected for the second one. I mean, the green satin paper, satin kind of background was selected, right? So something like that if you wish to, or we'll just go ahead with some other colors. We'll see what goes well with the design, and we'll just grab it, because it needs what we say, it needs much of your time, one important thing, and also it needs you have to search for those things. Okay, you have to search for those things. You have to sit back very calmly with much time in your hand and search for the things that you like, okay, that will actually go well with your design. So for now, what I'm thinking of is I'll take some simple black wallpaper, I mean the background, so that I'll just go ahead because I think I need to go so far to collect the same background that I want. So what I'll do, I'll just halt here and we'll see what we can get, inshallah. Okay. Can I just halt here and take this one? Yes, I'll just take this one because I'm not getting that background. Okay, this is too much textured, so I'll just replace the background with this one. Okay, this is fine. Actually, I wanted to take this background that is here, but it is too far, so I have to search for it so much, so I just left it out. Okay. The next thing that I can do is there's a golden and gray colored background. I mean the bordered, yes, assistant brothers. You can just try out using the borders, golden borders. You can just try with that golden border. Okay, and the golden border, you just can go and see where are those borders. Or else, if you want specifically type, you can type the specific keywords. Golden gray border. Okay, golden or black. It's actually gold black border. Okay, golden black border, something like this. It's over here, so it's on the top itself. So we'll just select the same thing. See, did you just like it? You can find things here and there, but you must match it with perfectly with the keywords that you want. Right? Okay, I'll just click it on the very left or right side. Okay, it was on the right and left, right bottom and left top. But fine, I'm just doing it a bit different now. Okay, so let's just put a logo here. Let's just see if you have the logo in hand. Okay, let me go ahead with the something with the Canva itself. That will find a logo. Okay, you can take whichever logos you wish to. For example, I'll just grab this logo app, add to page. Okay, so this is here. And one more thing, dear sisters and brothers, if you want it in the round manner and the round fashion, what you have to do is you just have to grab a frame, round frame, and put this logo inside that. Right? Round frame and put the logo inside that. Or we'll see if we have round, I mean, in the black logo. Okay, we do not have that, so we'll just go ahead with this one. Okay, we can just keep it here. We'll just hope you all know how we are going to use the frames, right? Frame is nothing but if you want something to be occupied in the frame, some image to be occupied inside something, then you can go ahead with the frames. In the frames, you have so many choices here. Okay, for example, okay, this round thing, okay, this round thing I have just grabbed. I can add the borders to it like this. I can add the white border to it. Now, can you just see what is the difference? Now I can put this inside this. Hopefully you're understanding what is being done here, right? Okay. So this is how you make your frame. Okay, if the border is too big, you can just border weight, reduce the border weight. Okay, something like this. If you want to crop it further, you can just go ahead and crop it further like this. Okay. Okay, this is how you collect the frames and put your things inside it. I mean the photos inside it. Okay, next we can just go ahead with the text. Text is the same thing. We'll just have text box, EDU-SITE presence. Okay. Simple text you have to change. Remember, you have to change your font thing later. We'll do that everything later. Typography we'll do later. Okay. Then we'll just write design like a pro. Let it not be just a textbook. Let it be a bit of heading kind of. So we'll just go ahead with add a heading and we'll see design like a pro. Come on, do it along with me. Just a task that you can look up at what I can do. Is okay, design like probably we use different fonts for different things. So I think for this one, Chloe font was used. Yes, I basically make use of the font that are more popular, and Chloe font was used. And then for Pro, probably you used a handwriting kind of font. Let me see. Yes, something like this. No, there was some other font there, right? Okay, no problem, but fine. We cannot actually find the perfect, what we say, a perfect output for that. So we'll just go ahead with the something that is here. It's, so we'll just select this one, or we'll just go ahead with some other. Okay, let me see which font we can go ahead with. Okay, it should be a bit. Let it be a handwriting kind of font because I just don't want to take. No. Okay, make sure you're doing it very excellently. Okay, when this was good, we could go ahead with this as well. But let us have something good to go. Okay, let's just settle, or we can change for that. Okay, whichever you like. I was just giving it a look of the same thing that was over there, but we actually are not finding the fonts, the same fonts that are over there. Okay, no problem. This is fine for me. So I'll just select this one. Design like a pro. Okay, I think this should be a bit narrower because that one was narrower. Okay, I'll take something like this. Okay, this is fine for me for now. Okay, so now, dear sisters and brothers, what else can we do here is the coloring. It's important. Can you just sit back for a while and please watch here what I'm going to do. Over here, I selected two colors. Fine, two colors in this thing. For this one, it is a goldenish as well as a bit yellowish pattern. So gradient color should be there, right? So no problem. For the text, we'll just select the golden color. And how is it being selected? I'll show you. You just have to go to the colors, click on the, it is white, right? You just have to click on the settings. Fine. I'm just showing you some important thing called as color picker, how you're going to color pick the golden color from the borders. Fine. Then there's something called as this one. This is called as color picker. Fine. Color picker. I just want you all to pick the colors through this. Okay. Now which color you want? Just move ahead. Take this to this. Okay. If you want it perfectly golden, where is golden? Okay, it's somewhere here. Between this and this, we'll select this color. Okay, it's actually maximizing it and showing to you. Okay, I have picked it and just have to put done. Okay, it's almost what we say orangish or something like that. Brownish, light brownish that is here. If you want to pick it very perfectly, you have to make sure that you're doing it very excellently. Color picking it very excellently. Fine. This is how you do it. Or you can go ahead with the gradients, with the type gradients. Fine, type gradient. So this is one way that I did with. And the second way is we can duplicate the same thing and put it up here and there so that you can just go ahead with the color. So the next way what I did was I do add multiple copies I just made. And first thing you just can add the effects. Effects is nothing but shadow effects, something like this. For the shadow, you can add some colors like yellow colors or something that are here. Okay, if one was darker, you can just add something like this. Done. Okay, this is how you can just give it dual look. Or if you wish to, you can even give it the effect of the lifting up. Lifting up, where is lift up? It's here. Lifting up effect you can give. You can give the intensity very high. Okay, intensity very high. Fine. And also for lifting up, dear sisters and brothers, what you can do is once it's lifted up, you can just duplicate the same thing and place it behind this. A bit up and down you have to place it. Fine. Or you can just increase it a bit in size like this. Okay. This is how you can just generate a 3D kind of view. For this one, I'll just make sure that is some different color. Okay, just play with the colors, play with the effects, and see how beautiful you can generate the text. Okay, this one I'll take yellow, done. This one I'll take orangish. I'll just put one above another, a bit more, something like this, and see it is actually having a beautiful effect. Right? So alhamdulillah, that's done. Now you can. It was actually white and brownish that are been overlapped here. Okay, so even you can do that. For this one, you can take white for something behind. Okay, play with the colors, play with the colors, play with the colors, and make sure you're designing very excellent thing, inshallah. Design like a pro. For this one, it's also, we'll just assign the same coloring, duplicate and put it up somewhere here. So now I'll take it as white, something like this. Okay, it's already lifted up. So it's already lifted up. Okay. So this was something like how you can play with the things around and you can create a masterpiece, inshallah. So next thing is everything about the text. We'll just duplicate this one. It's all about the text that is here. Learn to earn through editing, earn through editing. Okay, textual content is totally your, what we say, your client based, dear sisters and brothers. Whatever your client gives you, you have to write that, right? For example, your client is designing this course for you, this course for the what we say, for his customer base, and he wants you to prepare a flyer for him or her. Then this is how you actually can start off. You actually can ask them the course details, the course name, and who is it linked to, which organization is it linked to, and what more. You have so many more questions to ask. You can collect all the information, go to the chat gpt, find whatever the course details you want to find, and put it up in the flyer format. Okay, put it up in the flyer format, and just make sure you're adding every detail, every minute detail that your client wants you to put up. Remember, the textual content would be given by the client, right? Because that is their course, they are designing the course, and they want you to write the services that they provide, right? And you cannot write it by your own choice, right? It cannot be your own choice. So that would be the main things. And now the things that you can include here would be the things that you all can do with, right? The elements you have to select very very excellently. The borders, the styling, the background. This is not looking that great, but because this actually doesn't. We actually wanted to try a mock-up of this, right? We have wanted to try a mock-up of this. When it is done finishing, you can just go ahead with a beautiful flyer. You can just create a flyer of your own choices, inshallah. So now, dear sisters and brothers, I'll show you how did I take those borders. You can just go ahead with the shapes itself. Okay, I actually took the shapes. In the shapes, there is something like this. Okay, this shape, dear sisters and brothers, you can go ahead with this. There's something banner that you see over here and there. That is this shape, right? Okay, it's over here. This banner. It's not this shape. It's actually round shape. Okay, round shape. I have done it in this way. Okay, I have given it a corner rounding, entire corner rounding. Okay, can we just go ahead with the shapes and see where is the shape? Okay, it's here. It's actually squarish shape, and we have actually reduced it like this. Okay, square is reduced. Square is being reduced like this. Remember that, right? And then for this you can apply the gradients. Okay, for this you can apply the gradients. So we'll just go ahead with the colors, and we are going to go with the gradients. And the gradients, two color gradients. One color you can just pick golden color, yellow and golden, you can just pick it. Okay, done. Color picker done. Second color again, you can just pick it up as the darker color like this. This is too light, this is too dark. Okay, done. Something like this. Okay, this feels a bit more. Okay, this gives a good feel. Fine. So alhamdulillah, you can just go ahead with this, and now you can just see to it that you are creating a beautiful flyer out here. Okay, so in this way, you can just add the to this one, and then you can just write what course is it for, intensive course, everything over there. You can just go ahead and write, okay, intensive course, fine. So it was in black, so we'll just take the black one, and let's just write it in the black color. We'll just go ahead and type it in black color. Okay, done. So even if you want to bold it up, you can bold it up, and you can just change the fonts to whatever you wish to, dear sisters and brothers. For example, is the handwriting font. You just go ahead with something good. Um, Okay, we'll just make it all in same color, but because it's showing white and black there. Okay. So remember, colors that you choose are very important. See, what I did was while I was applying gradient, both of the colors came same colors, right? So we'll just reduce this up to more lighter. Okay. Okay. So make sure you're giving it a touch of actual gold color. Fine. If you don't find it anywhere here and there, go to the elements and find a gold color, and then give it a color of the gold. Okay. Gold. So we'll just take this, we'll put it here, and then we can just find the color picker and we can just pick the color. Fine. So color picker works excellent. Fine. You just can pick the colors like this. Done. And then we'll take this again, color picker. Okay, like this. Okay. So make sure that it looks like more goldenish. Fine. And also if you wish to add a bit of something like this and this. Okay, make sure you're adding the same colors that are here. So I think I selected yellow and brownish to make sure that this goes very excellent. So I will just see if we can do that. Yellow and brownish. Let's just go ahead with yellow and brown. Okay, see, it actually is giving us the same answer. Yes. So this way you can just create this. See these things. Even for these dear sisters and brothers, add some good effects. Add some good effects, right? There are the effects. You can just add some good effects for this. Okay. So alhamdulillah, we're done with this. Now I'll just show you how we are creating this. It was actually here, orangish as well as yellowish. Then you can take whatever you wish to, and then you can just go ahead with the designing. How it was being designed is nothing but we just pressed it here, and then we wrote it here. One done, then duplicated it, same duplication. We just want to write the same stuffs that are here. Okay, so it's just the mock-up that we're creating now. We'll just create few more inshallah now after this. So this is the things that we're doing, taking into consideration. Okay, something like ages are written here, and all of the steps here. It's all easy. I think you will find all of it easy now. So what is being done? And what are you going to learn? What will you learn? I just want you all to create one thing for yourself. What will you learn? Okay, I'll delete it all. Okay, next thing over here, it was something like something else. So we'll just leave ahead. We'll just okay. The next thing that was written here, dear sisters and brothers, was with this one, bulletins. Okay, so we'll just write bullets here. Here, bullet points or something like that. You will have so many beautiful bulletins here. You can just select whatever bullets will go ahead with this. Okay, we can select this one. I selected this and I use the white one, and we can just put it a bit smaller. And remember, you can just put the bulletins here and there, and we can just duplicate it. Duplicate, make sure placing the alignment is very important. Duplicate, duplicate, see here. It will align it by itself when you just start duplicating. How much points you want to mention, you can just duplicate and mention it there. That's all. Okay, next, wherever you wish to add these things, you can add it here and there. Right? So this is how you create your own flyers of your own choice, and you can just write. And what more was included over there was like this, the QR code. The QR code generation I'll teach you in a very next class today, tomorrow, or inshallah after that, after tomorrow, how you're going to generate your own QR codes. And this was mentioned. This was actually the power button, the very first starting on. I took a power button there. Power button there. Okay. Remember, we actually never use the what we say. We do not use. Again, I want to say we do not use templates. Okay, we do not use templates. Because whenever you make use, whenever you want to make sure you are exhibiting your talent, make sure that you have it done without using the what we say, without using the template. Okay, get it done without using the template so that you will be pleased with the work that you're doing, right? Alhamdulillah. So this way we just created this, and then this is done. Then what more? Surface, most of the things, this is all the typography. Everything is the typing text. It's nothing but we'll just copy paste the text here and there. Remember, once you have carried out the text, you should have the same duplicated here and there. And also remember, the textual content should be very fit. It should not misfit the background, misfit the things that are here. Fine. So remember, so in this way, you have to align it very perfectly, align it perfectly like this. You see here, alignment should be perfectly maintained, dear sisters and brothers. See here, when it is duplicated, it will align itself very perfectly with the bulletins that are mentioned here. Okay, so in this way, you're just going to do that. And then the contact us is there, WhatsApp symbol as well as YouTube symbol. All of us is done already, and you all can know how it was done. You can just try it out, and inshallah. And another one, another flyer. Let me just delete this flyer. This was another flyer that I had taken. I'll show you. I'll just show you some of the ways in which I did this. What we'll do, we can just go ahead with the satin background. I wanted a satin background. I wanted to try with a satin background, so we just tried it with this one. Satin background. So the satin background, we had specifically some greenish kind of thing. Actually, I wanted to match it up with something inside that, what we say, flyer. For example, I think it was, I wanted to match it around with the with the cell phone over there, with the smart device that was there. So we'll just see if we can create the same. I'm just showing you. Okay, so something like this it was, right? So it's not here. Probably you need to search a lot to get that, right? So it was almost greenish, probably. I do not know. Green. It's not giving us a green look. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Make sure you're using this keywords very excellently, dear sisters and brothers. Okay. The keywords matters here. The keywords that you use to just start off with anything matters here. Okay. So you can just go ahead with that. Whichever it was actually a satin background. I think the background that was selected, it was probably okay, it might be here. Satin background. Just a moment, inshallah. We'll find it. We'll find it. So if you want to recreate the same thing, sometimes what happens is you might not get those elements back, right? Something that you had used somewhere, you might not get that again, right? So, okay, somewhere here and there. Let's just see. Okay. Okay, let me just write, it was a green colored background. Instead of this, let me just write emerald green. It was emerald green. Yes, yes, yes. Emerald green background. Let's just see if it is here. It was a dual combination. It was combination of two backgrounds. Somewhat okay. Can we just write dark green? Okay, let me just write dark emerald green background. Okay. Why are we doing this? I just wanted to recreate some things that are here. Okay. So it's here. It's here. Yes, it's here. Okay. I just selected dark emerald green background, and that's here. That's all. You can just select that. I just want to show you how you can create the same stuff that are already there. Fine. And also, why did I take that as this one? This is the reason because this had the same emerald green kind of look. Okay, so I took that actually. So I took the same green color this one. I wanted to match it up with the mock-up. Okay, so what did I take here? Cell phone. Cell phone. Probably it's actually a mock-up. Probably you all know that. Cell phone mock-up. Okay, in the frames you will find, or in the mock-ups you will find that. In the frames itself, let's just see. And the frames you don't have cell phone, we'll just write mock-up. Or we'll go to the mock-up and we'll see if you have this cell phone mock-up. Okay. Okay. It's not showing up here. Okay, in the mock-ups we'll find it. Okay, there's a bar called as mock-up over here. Just search about the mobile phone or cell phone mock-up. That's all. You'll get it. Right? somewhere here and there you will find it some the green cell phone markup. If you want, you can write specifically also, dear sisters and brothers. Fine. It's all up to you how you want to maintain things into phone screen. Let's just write phone screen instead. Okay, it's here. Okay, I just wanted to take this device, so I took the green emerald background for that. Right. So this was the reason why I selected that. Okay. Then okay. Then in this I actually put up the photo of the course. I mean, for example, the course flyer, this course flyer, I put up inside this. So two in one. It was actually a two in one kind of. Then everything was very simply written, dear sisters and brothers. Everything was very simply done. And we actually wrote a design like a pro, the same thing. They design like a pro, it's here. Now you can just see. Now, dear sisters and brothers, can you all not tell me how easily that this is everything is generated? You can just get through this right now. It's nothing but one mock-up is here, designed like a pro. This is nothing but playing with the text. One we need just site logo and presence designed like a pro. It's nothing but we just took the what we say textual content. Textual content was again the text box, and something like that. You can just get this up. Whatever we wish to, we'll ungroup it. Sorry, we'll just ungroup this. Okay, I'll just write pro here. We'll just move it here. Textual content. You can play with the textual content. You don't have to make it the same thing. Design like a pro, like a pro. The same thing. You can just go ahead with whatever you wish to. The same thing, the site presents, same thing, the transform yard is. How did I just put this up, dear sisters and brothers? This line, it is nothing but in the shape. It is in the shape. So how we just went to the shapes and we'll just take the what we say in the shapes. We have the lines like this. We can just grab the same lines and put it up here. So this is how we generated the shapes. Okay, for example, for the same shape, if you wish to, it was this one. Okay, it was this one. So we just keep it here. And remember, that was actually the transparency was reduced, correct? Transparency was reduced. For this, let me just reduce the transparency. Okay, for something like it felt like it's light greenish that is mentioned there, right? So this is how you do it. And then again, there was everything written. Remember, you have to follow the design principles. Okay, I already told you design principles are must and should to be followed in the this one. Whatever should be bolden it up. Whatever should be highlighted, highlight it up. Something like this. Skills that you learn. Who can join all ages, and this should be highlighted when it is starting up. And this is created with very simply with the round button or the with the square shape. With this shape, we actually created that white one white ones, and we'll just reduce it further. You can just make it like this, and then we have to give it a good corner rounding. Done. And now if you want, you can apply a bit of what we say border to this. What did I do? I gave it a border, but I gave it a white color itself, a bit of lightish white color, in which something like this. Sorry, not the color for this, color for the border, something like this. Okay. So this feels the same thing. Okay, gives the same feel. Register now, and all of these steps are very easily done, dear sisters and brothers. So, alhamdulillah, probably you all find this easy to go with, right? Okay, now we'll just go ahead with another thing. Inshallah, we are going to create so many things. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. We'll just start, okay? Come on, I just want you all to do it along with me. Same things that I'm creating, I want you all to create with me, inshallah. So now we are just going to create a webinar flyer. Webinar flyer. I mean, someone in your client, someone of your client who is offering you the service. He wants you to create a flyer on something like webinar. He is going to launch a webinar. He or she is going to launch a webinar. He wants you to create a webinar. So we'll just go ahead with creating some of the aspects or some of the steps. First, we'll take the background, beautiful background. We'll just take the background. So we'll just write the background, or we'll just write some colored, whatever color you want to. For example, red colored background. Red colored background. Okay, we'll see. Okay. And the photos. Go ahead with the photos. We'll get the beautiful copies of the red background. Okay. Make sure you're selecting something good for yourselves. Okay, if you don't want to do it with the backgrounds, you can do it with the simple colors, dear sisters and brothers, and then you can make sure that you're having what we say, you're adding it with the you can use the color palettes instead. Okay, if you want, we'll just set this image as background. I think we'll work on the color palettes only instead of this, fine. So I'll just take the shapes. Okay, I'm just showing you how you can create it in different ways. Okay, so I'll just take this shape, round shape. I'll just add it to the screen, something like this, half of the screen. Fine, done. Then I'll take some curves. Okay, if you want, I can take the curves or I can take the arrows. Let me see if we have some curves. Okay, curve. Just write the curve. Fine, and the curve you'll have something like this. I'll just select this curve. I'll just put it up like this. Just see here, what am I doing? Okay, I'm just playing with the elements that I find are going to be excellent, inshallah. So I'll just place it up like this, like something like this. Okay, make sure this is perfectly aligned. Okay, okay. Now if I want, I'll just duplicate the same thing. I'll just make sure this curve is placed here, and also let it be a bit upwards. Let it be a bit, what we say, like this, more turned, more overturned. Or if you wish to, if you don't like to overturn it much, you can just increase this and bulge. Okay, okay, something like this. Okay, done perfectly. Okay, some space is left out, so I'll just increase it inside. Okay, something like this is done. Now I just wanted to put actually the webinar, because we are going to have a webinar flyer. We're creating a webinar flyer. We'll just change the colors later, it's fine. Okay, next, what am I thinking of doing is we're going to add a something about the webinar. First, let's have a topic for the webinar. For example, webinar topic would be that I'm going to give a webinar on how to design something. Okay, design the flyers or something like that. Okay, so I'll just write webinar on what topic? Webinar on. First, remember, if you are confused with the fontings, dear sisters and brothers, go ahead with this one. Okay, go ahead with these things, these ones. Okay, for example, I'll take this one. This is too bolded up. So this is going to be, let first ungroup it, and we'll just write a webinar on. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so if you're confused with the fonts that you're taking, and you first itself you want to find it very excellent, on what we are going to take a webinar on designing the Islamic flyers, designing the Islamic flyers, Islamic flyers. Okay, okay. If you wish to, you can further reduce it, or you can just write design the Islamic flyers, webinar on design of the Islamic flyers. So designing. If you find this very big, you can just write it a bit smaller. Okay. And if you wish to change the caps into small letters, there is a button here. Come on. And over here, this one, okay? And what we say in extras, wherever you find underline or something like that, over there you will find this. You can just capitalized letter, you can convert it to the small letters, fine? Through this, fine? Designing this Islamic flyers. Okay. Then what else? Let me just make it more bolder. Okay, webinar on designing the Islamic flyers. It's not yet done. We have not yet put, I mean, any coloring or something like that. Then what more is needed? Who is heading this webinar and something like that? And also, why did I create this round shape on the top? Is because I wanted to add a photo, simple photo, like designing photo. Let me just add a designing photo. Okay. Come on, do it all along with me. You have to do this because you will learn some of the aspects that you don't know how to do. Okay. Okay. This is something like designing it, right? Okay. Products are not required. Something like designing. Come on. Color theory is put up here. No need of color theory. Because for the Islamic flyers designing, I think I can just go ahead with something like, okay, whichever photo that goes well with your design, you can just grab that. Designing. Okay. I'll just take the first one. I'll take this one. Okay. Then what else, dear sisters, brothers? I want to maintain it in the round shape, right? This is actually in the white. I mean, it is in some other shape. So what I'm going to do? I'll just go ahead and take a round frame. Okay. Learn how to use the frame. Remember, I just want you all to learn how to use the frames. Round frame. You see here how you're going to see collect the frames. These are the frames. First frame I'll just grab. I'll just put it here somewhere. Okay. I'll make sure it's something like this. Okay, if I want, I can just go ahead with this and some other way. Okay, and this way. And I can just put this photo inside this frame. Okay, did you all like it? Why did we do this? Put this photo inside this frame. Okay. And also, dear sisters and brothers, it's not aligned perfectly. This one, if I want, I can remove it. If I do not want this. And if I want, I can add the borders to this design. Fine. What I can do is I'll just put it up somewhere here and I'll just send it towards backwards. Okay. I'll just send it towards backwards. Something like this I'll do. I'll send it to backwards. How to do that? You can just click on the three dot button, okay, in your smart devices or something, smartphones as well. Send backwards. Okay, this is all what that you can do. Again, you can just send backwards. Layer it up, send to back is better. Okay, so this way you can just create. For example, if you are not finding this photo good again, you can just go ahead with the same what we say design or what we say designing flyers. Same keyword design flyer. Okay, we'll just go ahead with photos, flyer designing service. Okay, designs. We just need something like professionals designing something because the webinar is on based on that, right? So if you want, we'll just take something like web designing. I'll just even increase the width and size. Let it not look like web designing. Let it be designing there. Okay, we are done. Then webinar on designing the Islamic flyers is written, and now we can just write. Make sure we are adding more steps to this. For example, we can add something like borders to this. We can add what we say labels. Remember, I want you all to write the keywords that I'm telling you all, dear sisters and brothers. Labels here, and the labels you have so many various things that you can use. For example, the labels like come on, just go ahead and see what labels go well with your design. Okay, okay, even this label. Let me just grab this label and put it up here. Okay, let me just grab it. Now you just have to mention it, right? Who is heading on to? Who is the speaker? How is it being provided? Is it provided for free or not? Is it provided for what amount is provided? Where is the registration process? And what else? What more if you wish to? You can just add it. For example, this one if you want to add, let me just flip it over vertical here, something like this. If you want, you can flip it over and keep it. And also the colors are not matching. All there's all mismatch here, right? So we can do that later. Colors is all the later topic. So first we'll just do a bit of working here. For example, who is heading on to this? So let me just write the speaker name. I'll just duplicate this stuff itself. Duplicate. Write it here. Speaker. Timings are important for the webinar, right? So all of this stuff, the writing steps is all given by your clients, dear sisters and brothers. Mishal. Okay. I'll just increase it up. I want you all to try this along with me because these things you won't find to learn this anywhere, right? So you won't find this opportunity to learn these things. Speaker Mishal. Okay. I can just write even the designations around with braces here. I will just keep it here. And if you want to put a photo, you can just write. Okay, I will just write a Muslima here and see. Muslima, you have it all here, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, go ahead and select it very excellently. Everything can be done very professionally here, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, you can just take something like, let me see what goes well. Okay, something like list would go well. We'll just take this and put it up here. Okay, or whatever, dear sisters and brothers, whatever you want to grab, you can grab it from here. Whatever you find it excellent to go with the screen, you can go ahead with that. Right? So if you want to delete this, take this and delete it, keep it here. Like it's all up to you how you want to manage the things into. And now the colors, dear sisters and brothers. Everything about the textual content you have to write. For example, over here you have to write what is the timings, what is the timings of the webinar. Then you can even take the things like free webinar. You also have the elements like free things here. See here, free, all for free, something like this. Okay, let me just add this free here. Okay, if this is free, okay, 100% free. This is this word if you want to add 100% free somewhere here. Okay, and then from where are you going to register for the webinar? You have to write the smart device numbers and more, right? I mean the contact number and more. So we just can write it here and there. Now the colors are not at all good, so we just can go to the designs, go to the stylizing, and also the background color. What I'll do is I'll change it to something else. I'll change it to gray. Now to change everything, you have to make sure everything has a color, fine. So we'll just go to the color palettes. Now we'll just start off with the color changing, and see here you can just go ahead with a very beautiful aspect of editing using the color palettes that are here. Come on, make sure you're doing it very excellently. Okay, don't settle for something that you don't like. Remember that, fine. So now, okay, all of these are looking not that great. So make sure you're doing it in a very, very excellent and professional way. So this way you can just import the your beautiful color palette. Okay, this is one way that I'm going to share with you. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. I think we can change this coloring to something like this instead, or we can just go ahead with something else. Okay, if you do not like that, we can change it to something else. Okay, something that you wish to that would go well with your designs. You can go ahead with that. Yes, sisters and brothers. Come on, this is how you actually make use of the color palette. It needs patience, lots of patience to go ahead with. And if you want to add more such things, I already told you have something called as half tones and something like that. Come on, write half tone and see. You can just go, or you can just get some beautiful dots here and there. You can just get half tones. See here, this half tone. If you wish to add somewhere here and there. Okay, you can just add it like this, and you just have to send it backwards. Layer, send it to back, and also transparency you have to reduce. Okay, you don't have to make it very freely available. Like it it makes the screen look very clumsy. So make sure you're giving it a good half tones like this. If you wish to half tone on this side, okay, half tones you can use it very excellently. Fine. So the next thing, dear sisters and brothers, I think we are done with this design. If you want more such things, I mean any of the what we say, um, any of the ideas, you can just write webinar here. And if you want some ideas for this, if you want to grab this webinar here, okay, you can write somewhere here webinar, okay, or you can write this live webinar. It is being hosted by somewhere here, or you can see what steps you can include. Okay, where is it being conducted? Okay, this also needs to be put up right on Zoom platform, or you can even write the ID, Zoom ID, where is it being conducted. Okay, and then so make sure what comes to the picture here, what are the things that are required for the webinar, you can just mention in the this one. Okay, and also the color is not at all matching here. I want you to match it well with the backgrounds. Fine. One more, inshallah, one more flyer. We're going to generate one or two more, inshallah. I just want you all to give me some of your time, inshallah, so that we can generate a beautiful flyers of our own. Okay. So next, dear sisters and brothers, I'm thinking of creating a service flyer. Okay, service flyer. In the service flyer, we are going to create something for yourselves. Remember, we're going to create some service flyers for yourselves, and inshallah, for that, the service flyers would be graphic designing service flyer. Okay, I'll take just I mean the red background. Remember, I think there is a spelling mistake here, so it didn't go well. Red background. I will just take the red background and see what goes well with the designs here. I'll just collect this one, this red one, and I'll just replace the background. Okay, this is perfectly done. Now we are just doing this flyer for ourselves, okay, for you. Okay, this is compulsory for each one here. Every student that is here must do this along with me, and this is very important. If you want, please take some other backgrounds. Do not worry about the backgrounds or something like that. Content is the matter here. Content is important here. So we'll just go ahead with something that we are going to step on. We'll just start with this one. We'll take this one because we do not have much time to design our own font. So we'll just go ahead with this one. Okay, graphic designing service. Graphic designing service. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Please write this service. I will just write graphic designing and service in this one. Okay. This flyer you're doing it for yourselves, dear sisters and brothers. Please make sure you're doing it very excellently. Okay, this you have to take it until the last day. Until the last day, this would be a homework for you. You have to write whatever services you're going to give, and you have to post it on your own, what we say, on your own WhatsApp, Facebook, and all. And you have to write your own. Remember, you have to write your own contact details, your own name, and you have to start providing the service, inshallah. Please do not set back. This is once in a lifetime opportunity that you are getting. You have a pro application in hand. Come on, just start ahead with this, inshallah. And if you are linked with any organization, we can even just go ahead and make sure that you're adding a logo of that choice. Or if you are just if you have your own names, for example, recently we generated a logo with the name of a student. If you do it with your own names, for example, this one, Salwa Rasool, we can just write Salwa Rasool. I want you to do it for yourselves. For example, if you have a creators page on Instagram or something like that, if you have a logo of your own choice, then you can just add this one, present. Okay, or you can write offers. Salwa Rasool offers. You can write, or you can write this presents. If we write it like EDU-SITE presents. Okay, EDU-SITE presents. Okay, we'll just make sure we're adding a beautiful logo. EDU-SITE presents. Okay, let this be here. Okay, whatever stuffs we don't want, we'll just delete it. Let this be till here itself. We'll just write EDU-SITE present. If I just want to make sure it is on the left side because I want to add some of the steps like my own contents. It should be a bit lesser than that. Present. Okay, we'll just place it somewhere here. Okay. Then what am I thinking of adding over this side is some of my designs so that whoever I'm providing the service to, they must know what I have generated till now, right? So I'll just take some frames, good frame, rectangular frames or circular frames or whatever, dear sisters and brothers. I want to see what frames goes well. For example, this frame. Okay, this frames. One frame, I'll take this one. Or you can have the multiple frames. One frame, I'll duplicate it. I'll just put it somewhere here. Duplicate it, I'll put it somewhere here. I'll duplicate it. And here I'm showing you how you can add the photos. I mean, all the photos of yours that you have generated till now, you can add it here, okay? I mean, okay, do not lose hope. I'll add this to the page. See what am I going to add. I make sure you're adding the beautiful stuff. Okay. From the river to the sea. Okay. Quran breaks the heart. Even this is good. So whatever you have generated till now, you can add whatever designs you have generated, you can add, and you can put it up here. I'll add the page. You just have to add it inside the frame. How to add it inside the frame? Just move it towards this one. That's all. Move it towards this one. Move it towards this one. Grab it and move it towards the frame. That's all. Okay. Move it towards the frame. Grab, move towards the frame. Grab, move towards the frame. That's all. This is how you actually add your own design. Graphic designing service. Okay. If you want to increase now, increase it. Okay. Make sure aligning perfection. Perfection in aligning is very, very, very important. EDU-SITE presents. Okay. Okay. Now you can write the services that you want to provide. Okay. So what I'm thinking of, I'll just take a label itself now. Label. Okay. I'll just search for a label. Okay, in the labels, this is good. I'll take this one itself. Okay, now you have to write the services that you're providing, and also, dear sisters and brothers, you can include some of the keywords like your designs, my what is my passion, or your vision is my passion that you can write, or your designs, my creations, or something like that. You can write some what you say, some beautiful this one below. You will find it all. Okay, you will find it all your designs or your ideas, my talent or something like that. You can write your vision, my passion. Okay, you can just write the passion. Okay, some one word to the design that you're giving. Okay, or something below that. So just make sure it is something good, and make sure, I think I'll just write it in a bit narrow format. I'll write narrow and I'll search if it is we have a narrow font. Achieve a narrow. Okay, even this is good. Even this is good. Your vision, my passion, even this is good. Okay, this is good. I'll just grab this. I'll just put it up a bit lowered and make sure it is a bit smaller than that. Okay, your vision, my passion. Now you just have to write about your services that you're providing. So what I'm going to do, I'll just put it here. I'll make sure it is in black. Okay. Our services or my services or services provided, you can write our services. Come on, please do it along with me. This is once in a lifetime opportunity that you are going to get. Create something for yourselves. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Let me just bold it up. Is it being bolded up? Okay. Click and bold our services. Make sure you're adding a beautiful font. This font is not good. Okay. Our services. Even this looks good. Okay. our services, and then you just have to write whatever services you're going to provide. I'll just duplicate this one. I'll put this one over here. Okay. Now everything is based on the what we say, whatever you have learned. Okay. First thing that you have learned, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, tell me what did you learn? Very first thing, logo designing, right? So we'll just write it in the bulletin format. Logo designing. Logo designing. Next thing that you have learned, you can write about the flyers you have done. Today you have learned about the flyers. You will just write eye-catching flyers. You will find it all in the chat GPT. You just write a graphic designing service I want to provide and what are the services that I can offer. So you can write eye-catching flyers, and then you can write business sales flyers. Please write it all. Inshallah, you will learn all of this in 1 to 2 classes. Business sales flyers, okay, service flyers, course flyers. Please write it because we have already learned how to generate your own course flyers, close flyers, okay, or you can write inshallah wedding invitations, event invitation flyers, ceremony banners also. I want you all to write, okay, invitation flyers, whatever is mentioned in the flyer, dear design like a pro. I want you to write it all because inshallah you will going to learn and you are going to provide the services for all of these things, okay. And also Islamic flyers, above all you have to write this, okay, Islamic or Quranic flyers, okay, Quranic flyers. Write about the brochures, write about the menus, write about the business cards, write about the social media graphics. Write it all here, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, it's for you. You're doing something for yourselves, inshallah. And then you can just write something like, come on, I'll just duplicate this up, I'll just put it here. You can write something like, why are you going to choose this? This would be your chat GPT response that it will give you how you're going to generate the flyers. Okay, you can just write why choose this. It will give you some of the points like this is quite affordable, ours is quite affordable. We actually provide a quality service. We actually make 2 to 3 revisions and give it to you if you wish to. If you want revisions, I can give you 2 to 3 revisions. Why chooses? Okay, and you can just mention the sum of the points like this itself. I'll duplicate it and write it here. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, please do it one for yourself. I want you to all to do it. Affordable, quality, quality, and whatever. Come on, you just can find it all in ChatGPT, and you multiple revisions are given. Multiple revisions. Revisions is nothing but you are actually, if they are do not find it something like some mistakes, if they find, they can get back to you and they can get it corrected within seconds, and you can do it very easily, right? Revisions you can provide it in seconds. Multiple revisions are given, and also you can write that very less duration. I mean delivery, fast delivery. Yes, fast delivery, delivery, fast service, fast service, service will be delivered in a very fast manner. And also make sure they are changing it to good fonts, okay? Good fonts. Fonts should be good. Okay, see, something like this is good. Even if you want, you can bold this up, bold it up. Yes, something like this. Okay, make sure fonting and all should go ahead very excellently. Then you can write the banner, something like in the elements, you can write hurry up, hurry up, you have a 50% discount now, something like this. Okay, I'll take this hurry up because it's white color. Okay, I'll take hurry up. Okay, and before that I'll write 50% discount on the flyers. Okay, 50% discount, discount, or off or something like that. You can just mention it all. Come on, you have excellent choice. Because there's a special, what we say, special offer going, discount up to 50% or save up to 50%. 50% off, I'll take this one. 50% off from usual price. I can write even that. Or you can delete this, I'll write this 50% off. Or you can even write this tag. Whatever, however you wish to, dear sisters and brothers, you can maintain. Fine, hurry up, 50% off. We'll just make sure this is gone back. And I just want to make sure this is whitish color, done. And I'll just reduce it up and I'll just put it somewhere here. Hurry up, 50% off. Okay. Then I can write early bird discount. Early bird discount. For the courses also we can write this early bird offer. See here you can write early bird offers. Here, early bird offers. You can write it somewhere here. Early bird special offer, you can write it. Or if you want to give a circle label to this, you can give it a circle label. Go ahead with the graphics and see how beautiful the circle labels you have here. Circles you can generate and put some circles like this if you wish to. Or okay, circles. You can just change it to white. color. The early bird also you can change it to white color. Okay, something like this, early bird. And then get your designs done here. So again, we'll take a label. So labels. Come on, I want you all to try this along with me. These are very important steps that you all can do. I'll take this label. I'll just add it here. And then get your designs now. I'll just add it here. Get your designs now. Get your designs edited now. Okay, I'm doing it a bit faster. Get your designs because we are almost time for the class. Designs done here. Then you can just write the contact information. Contact information is very important. I want you all to please write your own names. Please, you must do this for yourselves. Okay, and you have to submit this today also. You have to submit this once you have completed this course. Okay, at the end of the course, I'll again ask you for this one, this flyer. And also, dear sisters and brothers, you have to circulate these flyers on your social media accounts. And come on, start the service. Remember, you can even do this with the beautiful templates. Phone number you have to write. You have to write the WhatsApp. You can also write the name who is being providing the services, or you can include the designing applications. For example, wherever you have put your designs, or for example, if you have put it on the Instagram, then you can put the Instagram account logo. Okay, you can find our designs here. Okay, we have students who have their own designing pages where they are designing the stuffs and providing the services. We have students. Okay, we have actually mentioned it in the student feedback video. Their design pages, and they are very excellently done. Yes, sisters brothers. I just want you all to put this up in this way. If you want to do it in the another way, other ways, if you like it in other ways, you can do it. If you want to add some other stuffs, like for example arrows or something like that, you can just add it all. You can make it more what we say, more appealing by adding more stuffs to this. For example, the arrows, let me see what arrows go well in the photos or in the graphics. We'll see something like this arrow will just include. How we can do is our services. So for this services, get your designs done. Okay, something like this if you wish to, or if you like this one, you can add. Okay, we'll just minimize it, something like this. Okay, so this is how you can make it. Okay, one last design I just want to make. If you're offering, someone is offering the tutoring services and they want you to make a tutoring flyer, for example, Quran tutoring flyer, Quran tutoring they are offering, and they want you to provide the service flyer. Or for example, if you need a math tutor, okay, make sure you're adding a math background for that. Okay, maths. We'll just write maths here and we'll see in the photos what we have, what stuffs we have. For example, we need lots of space, right, to create that stuff. So we'll just take this one, we'll just add it, replace the background, and make sure you're having a space, much space to write stuffs. And also this is not looking that mathematical. So we'll just go ahead with again a maths word, keyword, and see in the graphics what we can put up here and there. We can put this plus minus here and there. We can put this stuffs here and there, right? Yes, sisters and brothers. See, I can put it all in this background, and I can reduce the transparency of this. Reduce the transparency of this. Something like this I can make, so that it gives a touch of the mathematics. Or if you don't like that, what you can do is you can add these steps like this one plus minus, this Pythagoras theorem. You can add the circular, what we say, volumes of the cubes, volume of the circle, volume of the spheres, cubes, somewhere here and there, and make it more mathematical. Okay, that should be your goal of telling the story very excellently. Remember that. Tell the story very excellently. If you want it whiter, make it whiter. If you want to make sure that these things are having the lesser transparency, reduce the transparency. It's all your wish, it's all in your hands. Okay, all your designs are with you. You can just generate it in your own ways. Now we just have to write the content. That's all. The content is given by your, what we say, by your clients, and you just can write it very excellently. Now I have taken one thing, I'll ungroup it. What I'll just do is I'll write, do you need a math tutor? Here is a math tutor available, or something like that. It's all your designs created very excellently. Do you need a math tutor? Need a math tutor. Okay, and labels should be used. That's all. Do you need a math tutor? Do you need, let me write in that. And math tutor, I'll write in this stuff. I'll just remove this. I'll cut it out. Okay, so this is called as typography. You have to maintain something like this, right? You have to maintain this, because one stuff you have to add in another way, one stuff you have to add in another way. I mean another fonting. Make sure you're doing it very perfectly. Okay, I'll take it white. Do you need a math tutor? So do you need should be a bit smaller, right? A math tutor should be and the bigger one. So we'll just make it uppercase. Okay, this uppercase is looking very bad. So we'll just take some other, this one, math tutor. This looks good. If you don't want this, you can take some other condensed font. Okay, this math tutor looks good. Do you need a math tutor? Okay. Now, if you want to increase this case to uppercase, you can go ahead with that. Okay. Question mark if you want, you can put, or you can just make sure this is in the center and this is also in the center, something like this. Do you need a math tutor? And also for this one, you can apply more effects, dear sisters and brothers. Apply lifting up. You can apply the shadow effect. You can apply more effects to this. And then you can just add some more stuffs. For example, you can change the colors. Now you have to write, do you find maths difficult? Make maths fun again. Make math fun again with one-to-one sessions with this tutor. Make maths fun again. And then you have to provide the information of the make maths fun again. You have to just make sure they are adding the what we say, more information for the stuff. For example, for the whoever is heading on to this one, whoever is providing the service, you can just go and ask them about this, or you can just look into the chat GPT and make sure you're making a beautiful flyer of your own choice. Then you have to add where are you going to get the service, contact them for the information or something like that. And about the what we say, you can include the elements, you can include the labels again. Here and there, you can include the labels. Check if you have something through which you can write. Okay, you can include the labels. For example, let's just see label, and in the labels you have to write around what times you can take the tutoring for. If you want, see here, even this can serve a beautiful label, right? And this you can write between this timing to this timing, you can go ahead with the tutoring. I want you all to complete these things, dear sisters and brothers, and send it to me, inshallah, after the session, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, we are done with the 4 to 5 major flyers. For this we actually take 1 hour to edit one flyer, but alhamdulillah, within 1 hour we edited 4 to 5 flyers, right? So alhamdulillah, it's done, dear sisters and brothers. Hopefully you all found this interesting. We have been doing this very excellently. I hope you all have learned so much stuff in today's session. How to add the frames, how to make your own service flyers, how to select each and every keywords, each and every elements with their own keywords, how to make these frames like these, how to add your own logos in different ways, how to make sure you're adding the this one's in the round background, how to make sure you're adding the labels, how to make sure you're adding the different gradient colors to the labels that you're selecting, different gradient colors to the text that you're selecting, how to add the borders and more. Alhamdulillah, we have discussed it all, and inshallah tomorrow's class as well we are going to learn so many stuff, dear sisters and brothers. I just want you all to be ready to learn, to grasp the most out of this course, to take most out of this course, because you're going to learn so much in this sessions and these sessions of 15 days. Next, inshallah, 7 days will be very important, dear sisters and brothers, too, because you're going to learn different ways of editing, different ways of earning as well, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, today we have got one tip through which you can earn. You can just start with the providing the services, and this is a flyer that you have generated for yourself, and this must be submitted by each and every student here, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, inshallah. Please type okay if you all are ready to submit this service flyers. Not only like this, dear sisters and brothers, you can create it in different ways also. You can just go ahead with the designs and see in the templates you have beautiful service flyers. You can even generate it with different service flyers. Come on, service flyers. You can just go ahead. I'll just show you how you can edit this. For example, this one itself you can take. Okay, in this you want to put your graphic designing service. Take the graphic designing service. I'll just take the recently used photos. And what photo was put up there for the services, designing services. I'll take this one. Okay, I'll put it here. Now you just can write graphic designing service, and you can just write this one, and you can write whatever you want. Okay, just see how easily it is done, right? Can you all just find? Can you all not just find this very easy? Hopefully, you are finding this very easy to generate, right? What did they do actually here? One background, and then they have actually made a cutout here. That's all. They have cut it off this background and put it in the frame and put it here. That's all. There's nothing great in this design, dear sisters and brothers. This you can just do it by yourselves without without even spending your much time. Okay, so this is how you can generate it by yourselves. Okay, I'll show you another page. Okay, you can generate the service flyers through this also. All of these are pro flyers. Just look here, look here. All of these are pro flyers. You can just put this itself, and you can just write my services provided at these services, and you can just change the photos that are here. Okay, photos that are here, and change it, and you can just put the contact information. How you can get this one is that these things are called as footers and headers. Okay, what are these called? These are called as footers and headers. If you want to use it in your own designs, you can go ahead and write footer. Okay, in the footer you will just find excellent footers. You can just make use of all of those footers, whatever footers you want, and you can create your own design. See here, this footer I have used. I can just put this footer here. Okay, now we can write the contact information or something like that. Then you can click on the magic recommendations and see if you have the same related to this footers in hand. Okay, see here, this is in hand. Now we can just put a crossword here, and you can just put it somewhere here like this. Okay, something like this. This is how you generate a header and footer. This is how you generate header and footer through the designs, right? For example, if you grab this one, you will have magic recommendations for this footer. Okay, so now if you want to have add this footers, and you'll just see what magic recommendations is giving you, something like this. Now you can, what you can do is you can replace it over here as a header, something like this. And then what you can do is you can add these bordering like this. You can add something like this over here. So this is how we generate the headers and footers, fine. So remember, you can just make sure you're adding it by your own and see how you can make it for yourselves. And see here, for example, if you find this excellent, you can just see what are the magic recommendations that is giving you, and you can just go ahead with these steps. And also you can match the colors around. How to match the colors around is nothing but using the color palettes. That's all. Okay, once you just see the recommendations are given, you can just take whatever the magic recommendations are giving you, or you can just change the colors and stuff using these things, right? So once you use something, make sure you're using the same things around. For example, once you use something like this, make sure you're using the same steps. For example, if this is being used, see all and see if you can use the same related stuff. Okay, related stuff. I can use it somewhere like this on the top. Okay, and if it is required, we can use it somewhere in the midst of the screen. Okay, we'll see. Okay, if this is not the case, then you can just put it up somewhere here. Okay, and let's flip it up, flip horizontal, flip vertical. Okay, something like this. If you want to put this one over here and make something like add some images inside this, you can add it. Okay, something like this. This is how you make your own footers and headers. Okay, see that these footers, these headers are done to that itself, and also these lines that are here. Okay, see how they are made. The same thing. This one is same. This is the footer they have used. Okay, or the shapes they have used. The two shapes they have used and put one above another. That's all. Okay. So it's all very, very, very easy. Do it by yourselves, inshallah. I want you all to make sure you're doing it by yourselves and creating it all by yourself. Inshallah ta'ala, dear sisters and brothers, this was the session for today. And alhamdulillah, hopefully you all have learned most of the steps in today's session. And inshallah, in upcoming sessions as well, you are going to learn so many aspects of editing, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakumullah khairan, dear sisters and brothers here. Take care of yourselves, inshallah. See you all in tomorrow's class, inshallah, with much spirit of learning more. I just want you all to be gathered together to learn and take most out of this course, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.